Hello, everybody. This is Football Talk with Beef and the Deuce. Check us out on YouTube, which is where we're going to be at this time. And also, there's a link in the description, direct link to our X account, X Twitter account. And Beef has that thing humming, humming, humming. You got to check it out. You got to check that out. Super hot. Beef, talk to me about, talk to me.
Well, one of us is very happy today,
One of us is shockingly happy.
and one of us is not.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
Okay. Okay. Let's get the college out of the way, and then we'll talk about the miracle on the lake. Because it's a miracle. Anyway.
It's an absolute miracle.
So, in reference to the Browns, OSU's now a rookie quarterback, Judkins, is smoking it for the Browns. He is the man. Give me your thoughts on him.
Quinshawn, Mr. You thought he was going to be suspended. Now he's not suspended. Now he's the talk of running backs right now.
Yeah.
And he possibly broke the threshold of how to run against the Packers. He's the first one to break 90,
Yeah.
let alone break, 50, 60?
Yeah.
And he led the Browns to a victory.
Yeah.
Without him, I don't think that offense was worth a damn.
Right. Yeah.
So good on Quinshawn for doing what we know he can do, and for you Browns faithful, there's some excitement. You kind of get some remembrance of the prime Nick Chubb.
So is this something? Well, then we'll get back to Cleveland. Okay. So in the Saturday games, I just have to confess up. I had a lot of picks, and I did terrible. I was talking to Bob, Florida Bob, and
Florida Bob,
because he was defending his pick, Michigan State over USC, which I let him have his little moment, but it didn't win the game. He's like, well, they were close. Yeah, they didn't win.
We lost by 14, but whatever.
It was close. At one point, it was close. Anyway, so I picked Nebraska. They lost. I picked South Carolina. They lost. I picked Illinois. My God, they got their asses kicked.
Oh, my goodness.
Rutgers. I picked Rutgers, and you laughed at me at that one. And it was but they lost. And how could Clemson lose to Syracuse? Please. Syracuse just dominated that team. Dominated them. Clearly the better team. And who thought that would ever happen? I didn't. Any thoughts?
I don't think anybody expected Clemson to be as bad as they are right now.
Whoa.
Dabo's in a bad way. That offense is in a bad way. That defense got destroyed.
Oh, killed. Syracuse, okay, Syracuse is a good team, right? I guess better than we thought.
Better than we assumed, but
okay, yeah, still.
there was a lot of people that thought Clemson was 1,000 times better than what they're showing on TV here.
Mm-hmm. And I thought Indiana could win the game. I thought Illinois would win, but I thought Indiana had a shot. But the blowout, what in the world does that represent? Is that just a fluke game where you just get your ass kicked and you move on? Or is this
I think it's a fraud check. I think it's a fraud check for Illinois.
Really?
Truly. I think maybe it's one of those where Illinois is just not as good. And Indiana is just the truth.
Yeah, I'm going to say, Spinelli's like, he's just like, yeah, we just dominated and beat him. He's just such a confident.
Yeah, I think the Cignetti culture is just, it's so physical yet so smart.
Yeah.
And the players that are in that culture, it all just works. Mm-hmm. And you could tell clear as day during that game, everything was clicking. Mendoza's throwing ropes.
Yeah.
The Russian attack was insane.
Yeah.
The defense played out of their minds.
Yeah. Illinois.
They shut out Illinois in the second half.
Yeah. They just.
When you think their backs are against the wall and Illinois is going to come out and try to prove something, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Absolutely. It blew me away.
So give me the top 4 in the Big Ten.
It's got to be Buckeyes for sure,
Mhm.
obviously.
Mhm.
Penn State,
Yeah.
Oregon,
Yeah. And
and it's got to be Indiana. Has to be.
yeah.
Has to be.
Um,
I think that Indiana team beats the brakes off of Michigan.
I would think. I would think.
Without question,
But I
especially
don't.
with that defense.
But I don't think they play them though. Michigan's got
They
such
do not,
They
unfortunately.
have a cupcake schedule.
Mhm.
So, all right. Give me your thoughts on Washington. Washington looked really good Saturday night. Really good. What are your thoughts of Buckeyes going over to West Coast land for that game?
I'm nervous only because, and we've talked about this before. It's a true road test for
Mm-hmm.
Julian Sane.
Yeah.
It's a true road test for whoever our running back one's going to be, which we are all hoping. If anybody has watched Buckeye football recently, that it's Bo Jackson,
Oh yeah. Oh,
or
yeah.
at least a mixture of him more so than anybody. Not saying Peoples, not saying Donaldson are bad, but Bo Jackson's just he's a
man.
freak.
He's the man. So
He's got to be the dude.
So you think they're going to go in and run the ball against Washington mostly?
I want to establish, and we've always talked about this. I mean, for as long as we've done the podcast, is our biggest, I guess the most important aspect of a lot of these football games is establishing dominance at the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in an away game like that, in an atmosphere that is very, very, very tough to play in, and has always been tough to play at,
Yeah, very.
establish dominance at the line. Beat the brakes off of their defensive line, pressure the hell out of their offensive line, and destroy the quarterback pocket. Stuff the run. Just make everything uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's the key to win that game is just take the crowd out of it. Beat the brakes off the line of scrimmage. And then your playmakers are going to make plays. That's just how it works.
Do you think Ohio State's D-line can actually do that? Have they really demonstrated that yet?
They haven't done it. I mean, they've provided a lot of pressure.
Yes, they have. Yeah.
But obviously the numbers aren't going to show a lot of that. And you always want to see sacks. You always want to see forced turnovers and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they are quietly becoming more of a force than what the stat lines show.
Mm-hmm.
But because they're causing chaos. They're creating chaos. They're causing havoc. Right. And that's what you want because look how good our secondary's been.
Yeah.
That's all the secondary needs is a second to do something.
Yeah.
And that's what they've done.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the most important part of this away game is just establish dominance. Because I mean everything else that we have better playmakers on every aspect of this football game. But we've got the best receivers, we've got the best quarterback, we've got the best running backs. We're better overall, and I think anybody and everybody knows that. Yeah. But it's tough to play in an atmosphere like Washington, and I think that's where the important factor of winning the line of scrimmage and just playing your game, just do what's been working the first 3 to 4 weeks of the season is just do what we've been doing, and I think we'll be fine.
But isn't our defense doing well because they're confusing the crap out of the opponents? They're just
absolutely. Absolutely.
So it doesn't seem like we have the team that's just going to line up, smack you in the mouth, and sack your quarterback. We're going to confuse you to where you don't know what's happening, and here's a linebacker shooting the gap.
Oh yeah, and that's what it's going to be. Is you're not going to fill the stat lines with sacks, but you're going to have hurries, pressures, and just utter confusion. Mm-hmm. That's fine. That's the bend but don't break defense, and that works. I mean, look at the Jim Knowles defense from last year.
Yep.
Bend but don't break, and if you get in the red zone, you're not scoring.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like that's where we're getting into, where like our red zone defense has been fine, but everything else has just been, I mean, truly insane. Nobody expected this from Matt Patricia.
Right.
In his first 3 weeks, I was very
You were skeptical.
Yeah, but it was also one of those because you saw how bad the Detroit tenure was. Mm-hmm. But those Detroit teams also weren't great. so it's not necessarily his fault.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, he's coming in here with a whole different mindset, and he's enjoying it, which I think helps everything else in its entirety. Is you have a coach that's enjoying what he's doing, the players are going to feed off of that, and then look at what's happened.
Yeah.
We essentially beat the brakes off of Texas. The score doesn't show it, but we established dominance in that game.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, the matchups thereafter aren't the greatest, but, I mean, we're limiting these teams to under double-digit points.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah. Okay. Of course, we'll have our point predictions, which will be irrelevant on Thursday, Friday. So you've poo-pooed, put down USC pretty consistently here. And they, of course, they beat Michigan State, but for whatever that's worth, they're undefeated at this point. Are you beginning to see a different USC, or are they just getting lucky in your mind?
I mean, you beat an undefeated Michigan State team.
Yeah.
That says something. And they've looked a lot better than they have in a long time, I feel like.
Their defense
and they've established a winning culture.
Yeah, their defense seems better.
Yeah, defense overall outside of, Michigan State was going to give points, and we all know that.
Yeah.
But their offense is humming. Last year and the years before, at least the last couple of years, there wasn't really much of an offense. It was very flat, very boring, and just didn't produce. And now I think with Lincoln Riley's backs, definitely against the wall, I feel like the seat's very uncomfortable, very, very warm. He's got to do something, and I think at least for the start of the season, it's positive.
Yeah.
Everything's looking pretty good for him.
So you think they are a better team going into this year than last year?
Well, 100%.
Okay. Right. I think I would agree with that.
100%. And it's good for the Big Ten overall.
Great. It's great. Competition. It's great. Speaking of competition, I like me some Terps. Talk to me about the Terps, the Maryland Terps. They're impressing me.
They beat the brakes off of your Fickle boys, man. Beat the brakes off of them. You've got the Wisconsin faithful chanting "Fire Fickle."
Yeah, huge.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That is not good. But they took over that entire game. Wisconsin didn't really have a chance.
Their quarterback, the Maryland quarterback's pretty good.
Yeah, I believe he's freshman too.
Yeah,
and he's looking as confident as ever. And that's great for Maryland's future. I don't expect them to do anything super crazy this year, but keep an eye out for the Terps. They're doing a little something over there in Maryland.
So give me your top half of the Big Ten then. Top half is, I can see top 8 or 7. Half's going to get murky.
Buckeyes, Penn State, Oregon, Indiana. USC's in there. Michigan's in there. I know Illinois just lost, but they're a one-loss team. They're still somewhat up there.
Yeah.
Lower portion, but
right.
Michigan State's a one-loss team. They could be around there.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's definitely shooting way, way, way down.
Yeah. Nebraska?
Nebraska played Michigan well.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop the run. The big plays, the 2 big plays just ruined them.
Those big running plays, just amazing.
That's what crushed them. And it's been that way for a long time. It's just the constant big plays that they can't seem to avoid. But they played Michigan well. It's just one of those things. I don't know if it's the Nebraska curse where they can't beat good teams at their home field or what.
But you would say that their quarterback play is much improved over the last several years.
Oh, right? Raiola looked fine. I had no issue with how he looked and how he played. It was the defense that let him down.
Yeah.
Defense completely let him down, and it was a very similar play style that beat us during the J.J. McCarthy game, and then last year was just ugly in general.
Yeah.
But it was just big play after big play, I feel like, and they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
Yep. Very interesting. Very interesting. All right. Let's do the top 10, the ever-evolving top 10 in the college game.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Let's hear it.
Mine didn't change that much.
Okay.
OSU and Penn State, 1 and 2. I put them, they're having their buys, so I'm not going to knock them down because they're on a bye. Miami, Oregon, LSU, Georgia on a bye, so I left Georgia where they were. I bumped up, I drank the Kool-Aid, Florida State. You're going to hate me, but I'm liking my Oklahoma boys at 8.
Okay.
Hook 'em Aggies, Texas A&M all the way.
I love it. I love it.
And then I still have Texas at 10.
That's fair. That's fair.
Anything like what the heck are you talking about?
No, I think I'm more. I guess the biggest question for me is after looking at the APs when it came out,
Mm-hmm.
I was very surprised to see that they had, and I'll just say it just for reference. So it was Ohio State 1, Miami 2.
Yeah, they bumped Penn State down. That means
which is very surprising.
Yeah.
So Penn State 3, LSU 4, Georgia 5, Oregon 6, your Sooners 7, Florida State 8, Aggies 9, Texas 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that I would change about that, and as I would flip-flop Penn State and Miami. I think everything else is perfect.
So you're now agreeing with me as Oklahoma in the top 10?
Oh, yeah. Well, especially after their big win.
Yeah.
Controversial. I mean, there was a little play that, may or may not have been somewhat of a cheating for him. Who knows?
Yeah.
Nobody truly knows.
You get that.
But you won. At the end of the day, you beat a top 25 Auburn team that played you tough.
Yeah, I was surprised at Auburn. I didn't think it would be that close at all.
Nope. But I think overall it was truly impressive. It was a good football weekend.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of big teams on a bye, but Indiana shocked the hell out of me.
Oof.
Miami still they worried me a little bit going into the third quarter of the Florida game, and then they broke out, and it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
But yeah, these coming games in the next 2-3 weeks are going to be very, very, very interesting and very telling.
Is the ACC going to get 2 teams in the playoffs?
I think so.
Could be.
I think so. I think Miami definitely, and then Florida State just got to keep humming.
Keep going. Clearly, those are going to be in the championship game. I think if everything.
I think so too. But the SEC is getting murky too now.
Oh my God! Oh yeah, talk to me
LSU,
about
Georgia, OU,
Vanderbilt,
Aggies, Texas,
Vanderbilt. They're in the top 20.
Vanderbilt.
And like I was telling you, some commentators are saying Vanderbilt's in the top 4 of the SEC. And if you look at the standings,
they're high,
but they're in the top group of the SEC. And what was it? Old Miss was going in was number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, it's early, only 2 games, but I don't know what it looks like right now after the 3rd week. But is this a sea change of Vanderbilt? And I like me some Old Miss, always have. Mm-hmm. But are they reaching above their?
They're reaching because Vanderbilt hasn't really done much. They haven't played anybody.
They've been knocking them out though.
But they've been winning, and that's all you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So at least for right now, it's a great story. Mm-hmm. But I'm gonna wait and hold my breath. Or I'm not really gonna hold my breath when they start playing legitimate teams.
Right.
And they're more than likely gonna probably gonna get the brakes beat off of them.
Do you think they could be 9-3?
Well, let's pull up their schedule here. Let's see exactly what's cracking for the Vanderbilts here. Maybe it's going to be Florida Bob's new team. And I know he's going to listen to this, and he's probably going to laugh, and then he's going to tell me that I'm just a big old you-know-what.
Yeah, he'll do what he
But he does what he does. So, they're going to win. They're probably going to beat Utah State next week. Yeah. Which is that keeps them at 5-0.
Yeah.
And then this is where it gets hairy, and this is where they're going to fall off.
Okay.
At Bama, they host LSU.
Yeah.
Host Missouri. At Texas, home at Vanderbilt, home Kentucky, away at Tennessee. That's where the brakes fall off.
Yeah,
That 4-week stretch is insane.
That'll ruin anybody's day.
So yeah, enjoy the 5-0 because it's going to get real ugly real quick.
So do you think that Vandy and Ole Miss are just up there for fun and games, and then when reality kicks in, see you later, bye?
Yep. When I want to put it very blunt, when the ass kicking happens, it's going to be brutal, and that's real football. Because I mean, Ole Miss has got LSU next week.
Yeah.
That's real football, and then it doesn't get any easier from there.
Are you somewhat surprised as how resilient Tennessee has stayed after losing their big-time quarterback?
I'm very impressed with the offense as a whole. I thought losing Nico would do a little bit, and that them just flip-flopping quarterbacks was just kind of being cute, if you will,
right.
Like just kind of being a troll in a way. But I feel like Tennessee's always had just a little bit of offensive guru, if you will, but has always had a little something. But then, when they go up against anybody relevant, I guess it doesn't go well. So it's kind of nice to see something going positive for them, and then winning big games like we've seen in the past. But I don't know. I just find it hard to believe that this is going to sustain long term. Like obviously, they lost a close game with Georgia, but the fact that they even kept up with Georgia is impressive all on its own. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, the schedule for them gets, a little murky. The SEC schedule for anybody is just going to be tough. So that's going to tell us truly how good they are, or if it's just kind of like the Penn State aspect where they beat the teams they're supposed to beat and they lose the games that we feel like they're going to lose.
Okay.
So we'll see.
So, theoretical question here, hypothetical. Assuming that OSU takes care of its business and goes on as undefeated, and Miami is undefeated, and let's say they're the number 2 team, as the AP suggests, what in your mind, obviously you're biased, but what in your mind would create an environment where Miami would jump OSU during the season to number 1? Is there a chance?
Outside of the Buckeyes losing, no. I don't think so. Because I think the Buckeyes schedule, it gets tough. You have your Penn State matchup. You get your Michigan matchup at the end of the season.
Yeah.
I'm assuming Illinois is still going to be ranked somewhere.
Yeah.
And I feel like to be the number 1 team and to get knocked off, you have to lose.
Right.
And until they lose, there's no reason for them to be knocked off.
Even if there's a 2 or 3 game stretch where it isn't complete domination, where they're having to actually work for their money?
I think it's just they just need to win. And I feel like that it's nothing to do with – because, Miami's job is just to win.
Right.
But I think the eye test, OSU passes it 10 times out of 10. Miami's had some games where like Florida yesterday.
Yeah.
Florida's bad, and they were struggling to put up points after it was like 13-0 for a minute. They didn't look great. They won, and that's fine, but the offense didn't look great. At one point, it was 13-7, and Florida was on a roll.
Yeah.
And then it just obviously went away.
Yeah.
OSU hasn't had that. They're just beating the brakes off people. Now, this Washington game, I think, will tell a little bit of how good we are. And then once we get into the Big Ten schedule, then obviously that's going to be extremely helpful for the ranking, especially if we do win the games that we're supposed to win. Like, I do feel like we'll beat Penn State. I feel like this is the year we beat the team up north.
Yeah.
And seeing what Illinois just got handed to them on a silver platter from your boy Signetti, I don't see any reason for us to not go undefeated.
Okay.
if the offense is as good as what we believe it is, and the team continues to progress the way that we feel like it's going to, week in and week out.
Okay. A couple of weeks ago, we heard that Urban Meyer said he's predicting OSU Oregon in the national championship game. Does that imply OSU Oregon in the conference championship game?
I would assume so, yeah. And that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think Oregon, seeing Dante Moore play a little bit more in the last couple weeks, like actually being able to see them televised, he's damn good.
Yeah.
He's damn good.
Yeah.
And that offense hasn't really skipped a beat, which is dangerous because the offense last year was very good.
Very good.
So them not skipping a beat is great for the Big Ten. I'm always going to bring that up. It's great for the Big Ten.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also great for the matchups that they want to see in the CFP. And at this point, who doesn't want to see OSU, Oregon, or OSU, Georgia, OSU, Miami, any of those? Who I would pay to see all those. I do, courtesy of YouTube TV.
Right. So
no partnership involved yet, but
they haven't asked.
Yeah, they haven't asked yet. We'll see.
Checks in the mail. So talk to me about this weekend. Oregon, Penn State at Happy Valley. Night game. Oregon wins the game. What does that say? What does it do to the Big Ten? What does it do to Penn State?
You know my love for Franklin.
Yeah.
I feel like this game, just to bring up Penn State for a second, I feel like this would be the game, if he could pull off a win, that my hatred for everybody saying that he's a good coach might dissipate a little bit. Just a little bit. I do think overall he hasn't proven to me to be a good head coach.
Right.
Like you're winning games you're supposed to, and I've said that time and time and time again.
Right.
But for a game of this magnitude, still early in the season, and as good as Oregon's been looking, if you could beat them, whether it's by 1, by 3, by 7, by 100, that shows me that at least the CFP run wasn't that much of a joke. Again, you beat SMU, you beat Boise State, but you still won 2 games in the CFP.
Yeah, yeah.
At least that momentum, if you will, and that, I guess, kind of progress, at least shows something to me. And he's not as meh as I believe he is. Because Oregon's damn good. Damn good.
Here's a theory about him, which I've heard from coaches, ex-coaches. Franklin is an extremely good recruiter. Extremely good recruiter. And that's kind of when they shut up. They're like, he can put good teams on the field. Really good teams on the field. And then they just sort of clam up and order a beer. It's like, and if you're getting that good talent, and he does get good talent, you're going to win, 90% of your games?
Or at least against the teams that you're supposed to.
Right, you're going to beat the teams you're supposed to beat. But not necessarily whatever it is that creates champions.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is just when the going gets tough, he just kind of plays too conservative. And we've seen that time and time again too, where it's you start off super aggressive and that's all fine, and then where does it go? Like it just kind of goes away. So that's definitely got to change to do anything productive for games like against Oregon or the games against Ohio State. If you play Michigan at some point, like you need to continue to play aggressively, or you're just going to continue to lose, like he has been his entire coaching tenure against big-time opponents.
To me, call me wrong, but there's 2 recent games that epitomize Franklin. That's, 2 years against Michigan when Michigan didn't have a passing game, and they just ran the ball every time and still beat the crap out of them. When Penn State knew they're just going to run the ball. They're just going to run the ball. And they did, 50 times in a row?
Mm-hmm.
And how can you not compensate for that? And then playing, they played Notre Dame and got beat. They didn't throw a pass. They didn't complete a pass. It's just weird. That's just odd. How does, if you're that good, how does that happen? How do you?
There's no excuse, and that's where my hatred comes in. You say you're this good. You say these recruits are your recruiting class is one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
But what have you proven? You haven't proven a damn thing to me.
Right. You don't even need to cheat. Michigan's going to run the ball. That's all they're going to do, and you cannot stop them.
And they've done it well for forever.
Yeah, but with
forever.
But with no passing attack. I mean, just zero passing attack.
Yeah, I mean that's their big thing. If Penn State wants to win, you've got to complete passes to your wide receivers.
Yeah,
you have to.
Occasionally, yes.
You don't have Tyler Warren. You don't, and he's out here doing big boy things in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
And you have a 1-2 punch in the backfield that you need to establish. And Oregon's got a damn good defense.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll give you my pick now. You give me the Ducks all day.
Okay, close?
I think 7+. I think Oregon wins by 7+.
More than a one possession game?
Yep, I think so.
Okay. And again, against the wind here, I'm saying that Notre Dame is a top 20 team. I don't know exactly where. They're not in the top 10, but I would put them somewhere in the top 20. Just because I think they're damn good.
They've lost close-ranked games, and they're going to continue to get better, I think.
And they beat the crap out of somebody last night or 2 nights ago.
Yeah, Purdue gave up some points to Purdue, but they looked fine. Offensive-wise, they look fine. It's just Chris Ash and the defense that is just very, very confusing.
Yeah, the one thing that surprised me was that actually Purdue put up 30 points against them.
Chris Ash's defensive schemes are just not ideal. They're not great.
That was the shocking part. Not that Notre Dame put 50 on them or whatever they did. They put a 50 burger, but that Purdue actually put 30 points on the board. That was like, ooh, that's not a good thing.
They probably haven't scored 30 points in a whole season.
Yeah. Okay.
But if anything's going to change for Notre Dame, it's got to be the defensive schemes, because you can't give up that many points to
Purdue.
Yeah, to that. I mean, that's no thanks.
Yeah. Okay. We make our switch to the NFL now. Okay. The Cowboys lost to the Bears.
In an embarrassing fashion.
Ooh.
No CD Lamb, though, which definitely dictated a lot of our offense.
I've been telling you that it's him and Dak. That's the key to everything.
It's the key to a lot of these games is that connection, and CD Lamb being gone early completely changed everything. I was happy to see our rushing attack be as good as it was. We ran the ball well. Dak, for the most part, played fine until the turnovers piled up because we're trying to score.
Yeah, you're desperate.
And I understand that. And we're in desperation mode. Like, you have to. That's fine. It's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But our secondary is absolutely atrocious. Just terrible. We were so focused on stopping the run that we just completely disregarded the fact that any NFL team, I don't care if it's Carolina, I don't care if it's Russell Wilson, I don't care if it's anybody. These are professional starting quarterbacks in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of them can take the doors off of your secondary if you don't show up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Russell Wilson, 67 years old, and beat the brakes off of our secondary last week.
Yeah.
Damn near set a record for himself.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams threw for almost 300 yards in the first half. Like, that screams anything that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
You can say whatever you want, whatever term you want to use for a secondary. That's terrible. We're not winning a single game if we can't stop a pass.
Yeah.
And we paid our corners a ton of money to do nothing.
Yeah. A couple of
Rant
times.
over. Sorry, rant over.
That's right. No, a couple of times. A couple of times. Seemed like Dallas was in their red zone, ready to inside the 5-yard line, and they chose the pass,
Yep.
not the
Our last
run.
possession.
But you're saying the running game is improved, but they don't have confidence to just knock it in.
Yeah, we get too cute. We're not playing like we used to when we had Zeke, when we had DeMarco Murray in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
Even before then, we had Marion Barber. We just ran the hell out of the ball.
Right.
And it benefited us to a whole nother playing field.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting too cute with Dak. We're doing these little fancy schmancy plays with Devontae Turpin and doing stupid little screen plays. Like, no, just run the ball up the middle. It's been working the entire game. Just do it.
Yeah. Inside the
Javonte Williams is running like a man on a mission, and we're just not handing him the ball off at the goal line. I don't care if we're down 17. Mm-hmm. Score.
Yeah.
Do what's working and score.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. I love getting Jake Ferguson involved as much as we did. He is a massive key to our offense. The short to intermediate pass, if that gets us 5 to 10 yards, throw the ball 27 times to him. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
If that's going to work and CeeDee Lamb's going to be out for probably 4 weeks,
mm-hmm.
Pickens is your deep threat. You need somebody in the middle of the field. Jake Ferguson's a massive human. Boom, right there.
Mm-hmm.
So our offense gets a little bit different, but we're running the ball well, and it needs to continue to happen. We need to keep running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the Bears are good. I will give the Bears the credit. Ben Johnson's started off a little slow, but they got the win under their belt. That's all fine and dandy. And they proved a point today. Mm-hmm. that offense is, when it's humming, it's good. And Caleb Williams has got a pretty nice ball. And then I think they're only going to get better.
Yep. You were kind of mocking me about I said the Jags would beat the Texans, and you were like, "Yeah, I don't think so."
Houston's confusing the hell out of me, man. I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what's going on. I know a lot of it has to do with the offensive line and the lack of a solidified running game, but good Lord, CJ's running for his life.
Yeah.
He has no time to throw the ball. Got Nico Collins involved a little bit today, which was it's nice to see if you're a big fantasy guru like us and a betting guy like myself.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the offensive line has to get fixed, or they're in a whole world of hurt.
Yeah. And now let's talk about maybe the shocker of this season, and that's the Indianapolis Colts.
One of the shocks today.
Last week, I asked you, I said, point blank, yes or no, will the Colts win their division? And you refused to answer, and you're like, well, they can. I'm asking you that same question right now. Will the Colts win their division?
Yes.
Yeah, of course they will.
Yes.
Is it just the magic of putting one person, Jones, with another guy, Taylor, and it just gels and becomes so much more?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's the
system that the Colts
it's a newfound confidence in Daniel Jones. Truly, watching that game today, him sitting in the pocket, I don't think I've ever seen him sit in a pocket more confidently than I did today. He's standing tall, throwing the ball strong, and he's hitting receivers in stride.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever seen that in New York, and we obviously didn't see it in Minnesota because he didn't play. But you never saw that. He was always running for his life or getting absolutely obliterated by the opposing defense.
Has he had a Taylor has a running game like that?
Like he had Barkley, which was great, but they both have no offensive line.
Right.
So they're both running for their lives, literally.
Mm-hmm.
And now, solid O-line, one of the best running backs in the league right now.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman, Josh Downs, Alec Pierce. I mean, he's got weapons.
Mm-hmm.
And the offense is formed around his strengths. It's a run-first offense, couple QB runs, and easy passes.
RPOs, baby. RPOs.
Oh, he's one of the best at RPOs, and I hate admitting it,
Yeah.
but he's one of the best at RPOs.
Yeah.
He's a very, very smart quarterback.
Yeah.
And reads the linebackers, reads the defensive ends the way he's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And look at what's happening.
Yeah.
They're undefeated.
I know.
If you'd have told me 6 months ago, hey, Colts are going to get Daniel Jones, they're going to go undefeated in the beginning of the season, so you're full of shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, this dude might be playing himself into a Sam Darnold-like contract soon.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would have never started Daniel Jones on a fantasy football team ever, and I did today. And I'm fine with it.
And it worked out real well for you.
Hopefully, we'll see. I got some big games. I need Amon-Ra St. Brown to not go ham-bone tomorrow.
Yeah. Well,
We'll see.
But he
Good for
did
them.
well.
Good for Indy. Good for Daniel Jones. Good for them.
Yeah. Yeah. This is just a shock to me because the Colts have been just nothing since, and basically Andrew Luck left, right? Or just.
Yeah. I mean, Anthony Richardson's bust.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
this is the cheapest investment they could have done, and it's paying off. I mean, in a wild fashion.
Isn't this like a memo to the ownership? Yeah, Richardson, no, not a chance.
And if you're Anthony Richardson right now, you can't be mad.
No.
Cannot be mad because he's winning games.
Yeah.
It'd be different if they were 0-3, and then you're like, all right, what the hell? No, this dude's undefeated and has beaten good teams.
Mm-hmm.
Blew the brakes off of Miami, beat Denver.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, you were supposed to beat Tennessee today, but I mean, that's still 3-0.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pure magic. Good for them.
Talk to me, and I was telling you that the Cards could beat the 49ers, and you just told me I was full of it, and they almost did.
They did, almost did. Last second field goal.
Another last second.
They lost James Conner probably for the year, which is not great.
Yeah.
So I mean, Virtue Tech should be fine with Trey Benson. I mean, and Marvin Harrison, our guy, dropped the for sure touchdown. That's ultimately what ruined their chances. But they looked fine. They honestly looked fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they've only lost one game. The Niners are still looking hella strong with Mac Jones under center, which is also impressive.
Yeah, that is impressive.
So that's a tough division. It's gonna be a very, very tough division. Seattle looks good. Niners look good.
Yeah.
Rams look good. I mean, they kind of threw the game away today against Philly, but
yeah, that's Philly.
That division is gonna be brutal.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's your take on that division? Is this totally up in the open for grabs, or are you still?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think absolutely. I mean, my opinion will change probably every single week. I mean, like Seattle looked really good today. I mean, it's the Saints, but they look really, really good. The Rams are on the verge of beating Philly, and Philly had their insane comeback.
Yeah.
The Niners look good even without Jawan Jennings, Brock Purdy,
right.
Kittle. I mean, they still look fine.
Yeah.
And Arizona is playing good football. I mean, you can't complain about any four teams.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray just needed Marvin Harrison to help him out today, and that one catch and score changes that entire game.
Yeah. Yeah. Got to make the catch.
Got to do it, man.
That's why you get paid the huge money. Okay. The only thing left is the Cleveland Browns.
You let the people hear it, Deuce. Let them hear it. This is your throne.
I am just totally stunned. I was at a meeting during the Browns game. I was not at home, and on my way home, I'm listening to the radio and I'm listening to Stefanski on a post game, and I started getting the impression that they may have won that game. A game which I guaranteed you last time the Browns were not going to win ever, because it's the Green Bay Packers, one of the top 5 teams in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent defense. And then someone asked him a question about, well, considering that you guys won today, and I'm like, what the? The Browns won the game. Yeah, they did. Now, of course, it was in classic 13-10 Cleveland fashion, but a win's a win, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think I watched 3 different highlight reels because it's so hard to believe. The defense, my God, the defense. Their D line.
Your front four is probably the best in the league right now.
I was telling you before we started this tonight, I said I'm reading commentaries and they're saying it's the Browns' overall defense is the top 3, at least top 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking
when healthy, they are insane.
It's the defensive line is just goofy good. I mean,
mm-hmm.
And it looks like they're killing people and they're having fun doing it. They're just swarming these people. Love had no shot. Even when he wasn't sacked, he was hurried and pushed out of the pocket. And it was just, and Quinshon Judkins.
Oh yeah, my guy.
Oh boy, look out, baby.
It's truly remarkable. I am happy for you.
If they get at least stabilized, if not better, offensive. Even they admitted it's the offensive line that's causing the problems.
Mm-hmm.
Stefanski said, well, and the people asking Stefanski about Flacco, when are you going to replace Flacco? And he goes, Flacco's the man. He's my guy. Next week.
There's no reason to take him. No reason to take him out.
I'm talking about next week, and next week Flacco's the guy. And he said it's just the offensive tackles were our second string. The other guys are injured, and it's tough. If you're on your second string offensive tackles, it's tough to protect the quarterback. He goes, come on, people. The Packers are a hell of a good team. A hell of a good team. Yep. He goes, you may not notice it, but one of the edge rushers that used to play for the Cowboys, who shall go nameless, I guess Parsons is his name. I don't know. Could be different. He's like, that dude is real. He is totally real. He is as good as anybody in the league. And if he's not tackling the quarterback, he's pressing the crap out of our offensive line. He's that good. And so, yeah. It didn't work until it worked. And then it worked.
It's crazy.
Blocked field goals, interceptions, and they sacked Love 5 or 6 times.
Oh, he was on his back. I felt like every other play.
Yeah,
it was impressive. Truly impressive.
So okay, then Guru, they're playing Detroit, your team. And I'm going to assume, I don't know if it's at Detroit or not. I don't know. What do they have to do is it just improve the offense a little bit more? Get some receivers? Because statistically, if you look at the statistics, Flacco versus Love, they're almost the same. Neither one of them was very good, honestly.
No. I think the Browns' key to win the game is just make the game ugly.
Yeah.
Make it a defensive battle. Because the rushing attack for Quinshon is obviously solid.
And their other other running backs are pretty darn good.
Dylan Sampson's fine. Jerome Ford, if he's still on the squad, he'll provide.
He runs today. He ran today.
Yeah. So I mean, it's keep if the game is within reach, the best way to keep it. Give you guys a chance to win.
Mm-hmm.
Receiver help would obviously be ideal, but you have Chief Njoku, you got Harold Fannin. If Jared Judy can at least hold on to the ball, Cedric Tillman, I mean, you've got talent. It's just not, premier talent, but it's working.
Talk to me about your Bowling Green guy.
Mr. Harold Fannin, that dude's a stud. He's going to continue to be a stud.
He's crazy. He's nuts.
And he's 3 games in, and he's already stirring up trouble for opposing defenses. So that's got to keep on going too.
I think I even mentioned you not even thinking about it, but how Flacco seems to love his tight ends.
And it's working great.
He's got 2 really good tight ends right now.
Yep.
Really good tight ends.
Yep. So enjoy your win, because I'm sure as hell not enjoying a win right now.
So So what's your take on the Browns then? Is this?
I think this is definitely something to build off of.
Yeah.
And I think they are better than a lot of people assumed. I think it's going to be one of those teams where if the defense is on point, they always have a chance to win, regardless of who it is.
Okay.
If the defense is getting torched or they're injured, then it's ugly.
Yeah. What about them versus the Bengals then? Talk to me about the Bengals, whose defense gave up 40 points.
Give me the Browns all day. Seeing what the Bengals did today and just getting absolutely decimated. Yeah, you can give me the Browns until the Bengals show me something otherwise. That was atrocious.
So you sort of temporarily at least given up on the Bengals right now?
Oh, without Joey B, the Bengals are nothing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Truly.
Yeah.
It's very unfortunate, but without Burrow, there's no Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else? It's just an entertaining weekend of football.
It's great, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Even the pro game was like, these are exciting games.
Oh yeah, bunch of defensive touchdowns, special teams touchdowns,
Last second
blocked
kicks.
field goals, last second. I mean, it's all you can ask for.
Mm-hmm.
Truly, it was awesome.
Well, anything else we need to talk about? Where are we at here? We're about at a normal.
We're getting ready for Washington. Getting ready.
Yeah. We'll have the big predictions on Thursday, Friday for you guys. Again, check us out on X. Link is in the description below. We'll talk to everybody next time. Bye.